Bear with. Clear my vocal cords.
Let me clear my throat.
Okay.
Let me clear my
On
throat.
that note, let's get started. Let's get started with week 2 of the Lauren and Sheila show, where we are pondering across the pond. Thanks for joining me again this week.
Sure nice not to get fired. So thanks for having me again, Lauren.
You are so unbelievably welcome. You can come back any week you like.
Yes.
This is like guaranteed work. What more could you want?
Girl, we have an awesome sponsor. Are you ready?
I'm excited about this one. Go for it.
And you know this guy. Well, you know the name and you love the name. Please, a big round of applause for our second sponsor, Atlantic Dermatology.
It wasn't a very big round of applause with just me and you, was it?
It's the best we could do.
Kind of lost the impact a little bit.
We have been broadcasting and having fun together for the last 15 years. And so, of course, when we do something together, he loves to give advice.
He does.
So are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Without further ado, from Atlantic Dermatology, here he is, saving lives and stamping out disease. Here's Dr. Jonathan Crane.
Hey, Lauren and Sheila, here to give great words of wisdom to all the people out there throughout your listening arena. Basically, the first thing that I want to get across to everybody is cumulative sun exposure results in skin cancers, and it can result in 3 different types of main skin cancers. There are other ones which you won't even mention, but the 3 main ones are basal cell skin cancer, squamous cell skin cancer, and malignant melanoma. So out of those 3 skin cancers, basal cell is the most common. It's a reddish area, sometimes looks a little pearly, sometimes has little superficial blood vessels in it, and occasionally it'll bleed. So if you have a pearly reddish spot that's sticking up a little bit and just doesn't want to go, see your dermatologist about it. So that's one. And by the way, everyone should be looking themselves over head to toe on a monthly basis, looking for these spots. Second most common type of skin cancer is squamous cell skin cancers, and these are red scaly areas, and they also tend to come up in sun exposed areas just like the basal cells do. So if you have a red scaly area that pops up, doesn't want to go away again, and just sort of persists there, you want to see a dermatologist about that. The most dangerous skin cancer that we see on a regular basis would be malignant melanomas. These are the funny looking moles, or the moles that are changing. So if you look yourself on a monthly basis over head to toe and you see a mole that's asymmetrical, jagged border, several colors, larger than a pencil eraser, or evolving or changing in any way, then you want to point that out to your dermatologist. And we call this the ABCDEs of mole watching. A for asymmetry, B for jagged border, C for several colors, D for diameter larger than a pencil eraser, and E for evolving in any which way. So look yourselves over head to toe on a monthly basis, see your dermatologist on a yearly basis, and if anything changes at any point, point it out to your dermatologist.
Love the skin you're in. It's Atlantic Dermatology. Dr. Jonathan Crane, along with Dr. Chris Cook, PAs Patricia Hood, Carla Rowena, nurse practitioner Brianna Wheeler, and skincare surgeon Dr. Renee Bermudez. They are an amazing team. They're at 1099 Medical Center Drive. You can call them for your skin appointment at 251-9944 or visit AtlanticDermatologyNC.com.
I wish I had a dermatologist over here that I like this much.
Atlantic Dermatology.
Producers, bring in the jingle, people.
Atlantic Dermatology. Ooh, looking good.
That was so much better.
I'm not going to lie, it totally was.
I think that's going to stay in my head all day long now.
Oh, you want me to sing it again then?
No, we're good. And listen, can I just say something about our Atlantic Dermatology sponsor?
Sure.
Because it just makes me laugh every time you say Dr. Crane. And I was talking to my husband about it, and I said, oh, the sponsor of the next podcast is Dr. Crane. And he just started laughing at me and went, I think you've got that wrong, Lauren. That's Fraser. And I was like, oh. And then I actually started doubting myself. And I was like, I've so got this wrong.
Wait, hold on. How do you say that sitcom? How do you say it?
Fraser.
Fraser?
What do you call it?
Frasier.
There's not an H in it.
No, Frasier. Yeah, it's Sier.
Fraser.
Like, how do you say cashier?
Cashier.
Cashier? Okay.
Cashier. What's that?
It's Frasier. Dr. Frasier Crane.
Dr. Fraser Crane.
No.
Whatever. It's Dr. Crane. It's Dr. Crane. That's all that matters. Do you know what? I was thinking about this the other day, actually, thinking with this podcast, if I put something on the Facebook page or on any of our social media, I'm going to write it like a true Brit. And we spell words different to you.
Oh, yeah. You always add the U, like in color.
Yeah, colour.
I love that. And like flavor, right? Is flavor?
Okay.
Or favor?
Flavour and favour.
O-U-R.
Yeah.
Did you know when I was, and maybe that's why I've always wanted to be British, maybe deep down inside, when I was in 3rd grade, I spelled color with an O-U-R, and I got kicked out of the stupid spelling bee.
We need to have a word because that's unacceptable.
Thank you, Miss Babs.
Absolutely outrageous.
Thank you. I'm like, well, that's how they spell it in the proper English place in Britain.
Do you guys use the Oxford Dictionary?
I think we use Webster.
Yeah, see, that's where you're going wrong. The Oxford Dictionary, if you need to know how to spell something the British way, I'm going to buy you an Oxford Dictionary. And you like Oxford, so I'm going to buy you an Oxford Dictionary and bring it out with me next time I come.
And I'm going to wear my Oxford sweatshirt and hold on to the Oxford Dictionary. It works out for me.
Do you know what, as well? I'm looking at moving to Oxfordshire.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oxfordshire. Now,
That
how do you properly say it? Because can I say where you're from?
You can.
Okay, you are from, now I'm going to get it wrong, I have to say it this
I'm ready.
way. I have to say it this way because it's the only way I know how to spell it. So I say it Buckinghamshire, but I know you say it Buckinghamshire.
Yeah, Buckinghamshire.
Yeah, see, I got it right.
Like Buckingham Palace, but Buckinghamshire.
Oh, it's the share thing that messes me up.
Do you know what, though? Lots of people over here do that as well.
What do they do?
Some say Buckinghamshire, some say Buckinghamshire.
Oh.
It's, it just is what it is. There's a mixture of what people call it over here as well. So we'll let you have that
All
one.
right, I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can have that one. But Oxford, I would say Oxfordshire.
Yeah, Oxfordshire.
Oxfordshire. Yeah, no. Oxfordshire. I'd quite like that as my new address. I think,
Yeah.
from Buckingham Palace, styly, to Oxford.
You sound very proper. You sound like you have more money than you did like minutes ago.
In fact, though, the problem is if I actually move there, I'll have a lot less money than I have right now. So.
I think it's time for a rant or rave.
Okay, let's do this. What are we ranting or raving about today?
I don't know. I mean, we had a toss up. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna let you pick it, and I'm just gonna go with it. So hold on. I need a little sip of coffee.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so I think we should talk gender reveal parties, rant or rave.
Ugh, rant.
Really?
Oh, what is that?
It's a party. Come on.
How many parties can one woman have in 9 months? My God, it's the, hey, we just let everybody know we're pregnant party, and we just surpassed the first trimester. Then, hey, 6 weeks later, we're going to have another party. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? I don't know. Let's bake cake. Let's pop balloons. And then there's the baby shower. So you got to get your friend another gift, because you always have to give them a gift when you see them when they're pregnant. And then you have to have it's a birthday, and then the kid's birthday, and then 6 weeks later, then you go again, then you got to get them some onesies because you're a good friend. I'm just going to go broke with all my pregnant friends. I can't do it.
Wow. You've got to be in your bonnet about that, haven't you? Let's just back up a minute here, right?
Okay, all right.
Because you added a lot more parties in there that we do not do here in the UK. So I just need to clarify this. You were like having a party because they'd fallen pregnant. Does that happen out there?
People do that. Oh, it's the first trimester. Oh, let's celebrate. Let's have a luncheon, like a bridal luncheon. It's I'm pregnant. Look, I can eat again. I'm in my second trimester. I'm not throwing up. So then you're buying lunch for them, and then it becomes a little thing, and it's a party, and then you got to give them a gift. I know it's too soon, but here's a gender-neutral gift. Here's a burping thing. Here's some diapers. Oh, God.
Well, you see, the thing is, I quite like it, so I'm gonna go opposite to you. I'm gonna rave about it.
All right, do it. For all those who love it, they will love you.
It's not really a big thing over here, though. I think that's maybe why I rave about it. We basically do a baby shower, and that's it.
That's it?
That's it. Everything else just gets published on Facebook.
Big gender reveals are now becoming parties.
So they are becoming a bit more of a thing over here, to be fair. And baby showers were never something we did. Never. And I remember back in the day when it first sort of started and you were like, where do I get baby shower accessories? I need a banner that says baby shower. And we were like ordering stuff from the States and trying to get it over here because it just didn't exist. But it was becoming this thing and people were like, well, we've got no accessories for it. Like, what are we going to do? And you were on Pinterest, like, trying to, baby showers, USA, trying to get, like, ideas, because you've got absolutely no clue what to do. We're just like, I think we're just about to have a party about the fact that they are rather large right now and having a baby soon. Like, I don't really get this, but hey, what do we do? Like, and then it's that really awkward thing over here where they go, do we get champagne or do we get tea?
Yes, you get champagne and then you put it in the...
Baby bottles.
Yes, and then you put it in the mom-to-be's face and go, look, you can't have any. Woo! I'll drink it for you.
See, I don't drink, so I'm like, where's the tea? Has anyone got tea? Tea and cake? And to be fair, baby showers over here have become a little bit more like a tea and cake type thing. So very British. It's kind of like an afternoon tea. Let's have tea and cake. Let's, play some games, which, by the way, I hate. What is that? I love the thought of a baby shower, right? But I am not a game player. I do not need to sit there where somebody's got different chocolate bars, mashed them into baby nappies, and they're like, oh, smell it. What chocolate is it? Really? Really?
No. If I have to see a man wearing a diaper and they do races, I don't want any part of it.
That's what happens at your baby showers?
I'm telling you, people get creative in the U.S. Like, they do all kind of games. And, yeah, or, they do the diaper, the watermelon. You know what I mean? Who can do it the fastest?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's a mess. Don't worry about it. You don't want to know.
Not really up for the games, but the tea, the cake, and then sitting there and giving them prezzies. I love that part of it. Absolutely love that with baby showers. And gender reveal, like I say, it's not really a thing here, but I'm starting to see people that are doing it. So maybe it's going to become more of a thing.
You see more and more videos.
Yep.
But now they're doing both. They're doing the gender reveals, and then a couple months later, they do a baby shower. And I'm just like, that's too much. No.
No. But ask me again when I decide to have a baby. I might be like, I just love this. It's all about me. Every party's all about me. Although, to be fair, I think I'm probably going to be that person that will put on so much weight. I'll be like, nobody come around my house. Nobody come near me. Nobody sit there and take photos of me. I look like a whale. Just leave me alone. I think I'm going to be that person that I'm not going to want the parties because I'm not going to want anyone to know. I've already said, like, to my husband, I'm like, can we just not tell anyone that we're having a baby until, like, literally we can't hide it anymore? And what's that weird thing? I know I'm distracting a little bit, but what's that weird thing when, like, pregnant people, everybody wants to stroke their belly?
Oh, no, don't touch me.
No, don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Okay, this is the rant or rave right there. Rant or rave.
Yeah.
Pregnant belly touching.
I've got to tell you a story now about a friend of mine.
Oh, boy.
She was pregnant. We're not friends anymore. This is
Wow.
not the reason.
Oh,
This
okay.
is
I
not
thought
the
we were
reason
really
we're
getting
not
deep.
friends. No, you know when you just sort of drift apart a little bit. But
Okay.
anyway, she was pregnant and I was sat there with another friend, and the other friend was just sat while we're all sat talking to each other. I think there was 4 of us actually. While we're all sat talking to each other, just like tickling her belly whilst we were sat talking. And I was like, I feel really uncomfy. I felt uncomfy.
Don't do that. Yes, don't do that. I'm very uncomfortable just hearing it.
It's just not. It's a bit weird. I'm going to be like, nobody touch me. Just don't.
Yes.
Disgusting.
100% agree with you.
So we're both ranting about the belly touching thing.
Yes.
But gender reveal,
No.
I'm going to rave about it. I'm going to go for the rave. I'm sorry. I think it's quite cute. I think maybe first baby, maybe not so much second.
No.
So if you remember our podcast last week, we talked about Damian Brzezinski from an amazing cause, Keep the Beat Alive. He was our sponsor of our first podcast, and we just love the cause so much that this week, Sheila went and caught up with him so that he could just tell us a little bit more about it. And here's what happened.
186. 186, Sheila.
186 what?
The number.
Wait, hold on. The number of what?
186 is the number of saves we've had on tour since the founding of Keep the Beat Alive. That's what you were going to ask me, weren't you?
Exactly what I was going to ask you. Keep the Beat Alive. We've talked about this in episode 1. This is the most amazing nonprofit that keeps our music industry alive while they're on tour.
Yes, and we're very proud. It's been a crazy ride, but it's been a great ride. Almost 6 years ago. Over that time, we've installed almost 1,500 automatic external defibrillators. We've installed multiple first aid kits. We've trained thousands of touring staff. We are the only nationally certified instructors for the American Heart Association. Everyone else is local. We train in CPR, AED, and as of 2019, we're proud to say that we actually are now going to be the only nationally certified first aid and gunshot wound treatment for the American Heart Association training programs.
You guys are absolutely amazing.
It's been fun. Honestly, it's just been a lot of fun. And it's been a labor of love. It's a team effort project. We've got a wonderful team that does it. Myself, Chris Musgrave, who was a former touring manager from everybody to Guns N' Roses to Skid Row. He was actually driving in the car when Tupac got shot.
My God.
He's one of the most fascinating people. He actually was part of Death Row Records, met those guys at UCLA, and had a very, very, very illustrious touring career. And then dropped over dead downtown with a cardiac arrest while he was tour managing Fuel. I happened to be on site, defibrillated him, got him to New Hanover Regional Medical Center, and he got back. He woke back up, and he and I had been working in the business for years. And he looked up at me and he said, "Damien, what are you doing in Scrubs?"
Shouldn't you be in some rock and roll form?
Shouldn't you be, like, doing music photography, or shouldn't you be managing the soundboard? I said, "Well, Chris, my day job is actually doctor. I know we've not talked about this, but I'm an interventional cardiologist." And he said, "Damien, that's not funny. I'm having a heart attack." I said, well, no, Chris, I know you're having a heart attack.
Because I'm the one who saved you.
And so, to make a long story short, a lot of banter between that, and he ended up with 4 stents that day. And while he was recuperating, we ended up hatching the idea of Keep the Beat Alive. 1,500 defibrillators, 186 saves later, and
counting.
And counting.
For those who don't know, yes, we know you in the Wilmington area as a cardiologist, but many also know you on the music side. So you went to Berkeley and Harvard.
So I was in Boston at Harvard Medical School. My childhood friend from kindergarten, Tony DeMito, was at Berkeley Music School. Ended up living with Tony, matriculating at Berkeley while I was at Harvard. So ended up with degrees at Harvard and Berkeley Music School.
I'm sorry, but that just means to me, you just couldn't decide which you liked more.
I was a musician for a lot longer than I was a doctor.
Right.
And so to me, it was more about life balance, because I can't imagine not being both. If you're a musician your whole life, and then you become a doctor, you don't stop being a musician. And so I think it's important to understand that, life balance for anybody is important. And mine is just, I'm a dad first and a husband second, and then I'm a musician and a doctor. More musician than doctor, if I'm being really honest.
Have you seen his office? Stop by here in Carolina Beach and he will prove that point to you.
But it's that. I think the times in my life where I've felt least life balance is when I'm doing too much of one or the other. And that life balance is really important to me. And as I, get into my 30th year of both, being doctor and musician, I've just found different avenues to express them both. And I think Keep the Beat Alive is kind of 30 years in the making, in that I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to marry those two sides of my life balance. And now I'm a doctor to musicians, and it actually works pretty darn well, and we've got really good results to show.
Island Cardiology here in Pleasure Island, and now Keep the Beat Alive worldwide. It's Damien Brzezinski. Thanks for letting me come by.
Anytime.
Amazing. So if you want to read more about Keep the Beat Alive and donate, head over now to keepthebeatalive.org.
All right, I think it's time now for a little random fact.
Here we go. Your random fact this week is: a pencil has the potential to draw a line 38 miles long.
Like a standard pencil.
Well, I would say that's probably got to be like a good pencil, because if it's a cheap one, that's broke and you've lost a lot of that lead. So
yeah, I mean, it's either the dollar store pencil or like the number 2 pencil. So, I mean, you go for the dollar store pencil, you can't even get out of your house.
Yeah.
Going 38 miles.
38 miles is not happening with a pencil from the dollar store, or over here, Poundland.
Oh, Poundland. Or a mechanical pencil, because I can't even write my name with a mechanical pencil. It always just breaks.
I was like, what's a mechanical pencil? And then I realised you meant the ones where the thin lead and you click the end, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, it's a mechanical pencil. What do you call them?
I don't know. I was thinking of a mechanic that did my car when you said that. And I was like,
oh, no.
Hang on, wait. Mechanics have got different pencils to us? What's going on?
So you call a mechanical pencil, that thing that you push the button and the lead goes out? That's what you actually call them? Hey, I'm sorry. Do you have one of those pencils where you push the button and the lead comes out?
Yeah, basically. I go, if you've got one of them really annoying pencils that just don't work, I must just be too heavy-handed for them, because whenever I start to try and write my name, it's like game over.
Yeah, you can't even get to wah.
Wah. Wah. That's how you think I say it anyway. Wah.
Please visit podcast number 1 for that reference. Now it's time for the word of the week. Now, last episode, we kind of went redneck. This week, I'm thinking we should go Cockney.
Yes, I'm so looking forward to this. Although, I say that like I know what I'm talking about. I haven't. I've had to liaise with my husband and the power of Google for this, because I do not talk Cockney.
I wouldn't know the difference.
So, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a few words, okay?
Okay.
So, I'm going to give you the word, and then you need to say what you think it means.
Oh, God help us. All right.
Okay? It's kind of like a game show. I like it.
Yeah, it is. Now, is this PG? Because sometimes I think dirty thoughts.
It is PG, but who knows where your mind's going to go? Who knows?
Well, that's why I'm asking. If it goes dirty, then I'm just say, no, it can't be that. And then not say it. Because, this probably is a family show. We haven't really determined that yet, but it could be.
Well, if it goes dirty, then I've just got a whole new opinion of you, because there is nothing dirty about what I'm about to say. Okay?
All right.
Okay,
All right.
Here's your first word. Trouble and strife.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
I'm going home to my trouble and strife.
Would that be a pain in the butt wife?
Just wife.
If it's trouble and strife, then it's a pain in the butt wife. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, but the weird thing is, like, in Cockney, it's kind of like 2 words equals 1 word. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit sort of slangy.
I'm still going to give myself a point for it. And I'm going to give myself a round of applause while I'm at it. Good job, Sheila. Thank you.
Okay, well done. Well done. I think you're going to get this next one.
Okay.
Adam and Eve. So, in a sentence...
A husband and wife or a couple?
No, let me give it in a sentence.
Okay.
Would you Adam and Eve it?
Would you just put it down and leave it?
Nope.
Okay. Would you just Adam and Eve it? Would you eat an apple?
No, but that's a good guess. I can see where you're going with this.
Play with a snake?
No. Would you like me to give you the answer?
I could keep going, but sure.
I know, but people don't want to listen to 45 minutes of us just randomly guessing words on the podcast. It's, would you believe it? Adam and Eve believe.
Okay, so use it in a sentence again?
Would you Adam and Eve it?
Okay, yeah, no,
So
I
it's
see
like-
it. I see it, okay.
Would you believe it? So basically, just to give you a little bit of a hint here.
It rhymes.
It rhymes, yeah. Okay, so I'll give you the word and then I'll put it in a sentence. The next one is
Okay.
artful dodger.
Like Oliver.
Yeah, like Oliver. So in a sentence... I'm going to get an artful dodger.
I'm going to get an artful dodger. An artful dodger. I feel like I should be saying Roger Dodger. A dodger. Roger.
Shall I use it in another sentence for you that might be a bit easier?
Please.
I'm going to get an artful dodger to help pay the bills.
I'm going to have to go with the second job, but I don't know what rhymes with it.
Okay, do you want me to tell you?
Yes.
Artful dodger is a lodger.
What's a lodger?
Oh.
What is that?
As in a lodger, somebody to come and stay at your house and rent a room.
Oh, like an Airbnb guest? So like a roommate?
Well, no, they're not Airbnb though. It's just like I could go, you know what, I've got a spare room. Does someone want to come and lodge in it and be a lodger? And they'll just rent the room type thing. But not Airbnb, just generally a lodger.
A rent the room house guest. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
here we
never
go.
heard of a lodger. Lodger. Huh.
Frog and Toad.
Oh, I love that cartoon. I love that ride at Disney World too.
Okay, yeah, no, that it's not a ride at Disney World and it's not a cartoon.
Okay,
Let me
well
give
it is.
Well, it's not
We're
in
gonna
this
look it up.
terminology, but here it is in a sentence.
Okay.
I'm going to drive up the Frog and Toad.
Up the road?
Yay!
Oh, okay.
Okay, should we do 2 more?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little confident now.
Okay, here we go. Make sure you don't get into Barney Rubble.
Well, a lot of trouble.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Last one. I'm
Okay.
feeling Cockney now.
I'm trying to put this into a sentence that
Oh,
I
Lord.
can't think. Okay. Bees and honey. And in a sentence, you might not have enough bees and honey.
You might not have enough bees and honey. I'm going to go with money.
Yay!
Oh.
I feel like you did quite well.
First I was feeling Cockney. Now I'm feeling just cocky. So we're good.
Love it. Well, you did quite well. So I think you actually, what did you get? You got 3.
4 out of 6.
4. Did you get wife? Yeah, you did.
Yes,
you said troubled wife. So we'll give you that. You did better than you.
What do I win? What do I win?
A round of applause again from me.
Oh, okay, I'll take it.
I'm really sorry. That's all I've got. You're too far away for me to like. Actually, on a separate note, your prize is on its way. I've sent you something in the post.
You sent me something in the post?
Yes, I didn't tell you, but I felt like this was an appropriate time to tell you.
You're my friend. You send me presents.
I know. I sent you something and I posted it. When did I post it? Tuesday this week, I think I posted it. So hopefully it'll be with you soon.
Is it anything to do with a gender reveal party?
Yes! No. It's not.
All right, Lauren, you know what it's time for.
I do.
Time to step inside.
The confessional.
Oh, this one's always a bit cringe.
Guilty pleasure. Here we go. Yeah.
Okay, I think you should go first this week because I went first last week.
Okay.
So you need to give me your guilty pleasure first.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little confident about these. I really am rocking it. So this week's topic, clothing. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of great stuff out there, but nothing greater than a pair of mom jeans. Oh! Man, you pull those things up. It's at your waist. You just go ahead and zip them up. There's no muffin top. There's no belly fat and back fat hanging out. No, You just zip it right up, suck it in, and dang, it looks so fun. Rocking these mom jeans.
Oh my goodness.
Girl.
Okay, just to clarify though, I need you to fully explain your mum jeans because I'd like to say I'm a little bit younger and I'd like to say I don't have a pair of mum jeans. I've just got, sleek skinny jeans. That's what I like. But
yeah, well, back in the day in the 80s, these were like a thing, except they weren't like completely like holy. I mean, these were like in the 80s, these were like my Guess jeans, my Gloria Vanderbilt, my Jordache jeans in the 80s, and they were all high-waisted. But then, after the 80s were over, everything was hip level. So you're rocking them right on your hips, right?
muffin tops.
Yeah, guess what? Back to 2017 into 2018, high-rise jeans are a thing again.
I love that. Actually, to be fair, I have looked at high-waisted jeans, but every time I wear them, it's like the fashionable high-waisted ones, and I'm like, these are just not cool.
Yeah, but let me tell you, this is even better. Like, they were great in the 80s, but what's great is that you don't, like the 80s, have to lay down on the bed to zip them up, and you can't even bend. You just gotta walk like Frankenstein. Now, in the new century, they're all stretch mom jeans.
So you can just stand there and get them on.
You can breathe, too. It's a beautiful thing.
Maybe I need to get myself some mum jeans. I'm 33 and maybe I need to invest in some mum jeans.
Girl, when you come in May, you're going to buy me a broom. I'm going to buy you some mom jeans.
And then we're going to take pictures and rock it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
I love it. That's brilliant. Well, although yours has come back into fashion, my guilty pleasure not really come into fashion over here.
No?
My guilty pleasure is actually something that I bought in Wilmington.
Oh, okay. What is it? Tell me.
It's my cowboy boots.
Well, that's not a guilty pleasure. Everybody wears cowboy boots.
No, let me clarify this for you. If I was to go out here in a pair of cowboy boots, people would be like, what is she wearing? Where does she think she's from? Like, she thinks she's from a Western movie. Weirdo. Like, people...
Wait. London, so anybody in England thinks we're a bunch of freaks? Or we're okay because we're Americans wearing them?
You're okay because you're Americans. That's like the thing you do out there. But here, it's like people... They kind of do have some cowboy boots, but they're not like proper cowboy boots. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay,
they're modernized, just like, yeah, these are a nice pair of cowboy boots. They're plain black with a funky heel on. And like we've tried to make them a fashion statement rather than a I love my cowboy boot type thing.
Well, hold on. So you bought them here in Wilmington. Do you only wear them in the States or do you wear them anyway and give people the finger down the street?
Well, I mix it up. Depends where I'm going. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like, I'm just going to do it. I don't care. And then other days when I'm like, you know what? I look a mess today. My hair's a mess. My skin's bad. Don't wear them because it'll draw attention to yourself.
You look adorable in cowboy boots. Did you do the picture with your wedding dress and the cowboy boots?
No.
Oh my God, bring the wedding dress for your 1-year anniversary. Bring it with you. And then you should just do the photos in front of the Federal Building, downtown Wilmington, for your 1-year anniversary.
I could do that. But do you know how much of a mission it is to bring a wedding dress abroad?
Oh, it doesn't have to be perfect anymore. Just shove it in the suitcase, it'll be fine.
I know, I even paid to get it washed this week. My wedding was a long time ago, and I thought, you know what, that's disgusting. I really need to get that dress washed now.
You were sweating quite profusely. It was a warm day in May.
I know. Well, actually, I washed it in between because we then had a party back here. And the party back here in the UK, we had freak hot weather as well. And I was like a sweaty mess again, like, seriously.
And on a side note, that's why I bought my wedding dress for only
I can't remember, but I'm sure it was really cheap.
$21.95, and it goes in the washing machine. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
I love that. It goes in the washing machine. Mine cost nearly half the price of the dress to get it washed and boxed. Seriously. It's ridiculous.
On a final note, you know we gotta leave everybody feeling good, because it's how we roll, Lauren.
Indeed.
Every single podcast, we are gonna tell you a story about, well, just about anything. As long as it makes you laugh, makes you go, oh, makes you smile, then our job is done.
I've picked one this week that we're putting a little bit of British and a little bit of American together, which I like. So think Prince Harry, Meghan Markle.
I love Meghan Markle.
I know, doesn't she just look beautiful all the time?
In anything, and she is so our Cinderella.
I didn't like her, I'm going to be honest. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure until the royal wedding, and then I was like, oh, I quite like her. And now she's massively grown on me. Now I've started to see her a bit more. I do really like her.
We should probably do a second guilty pleasure. Okay, because you know me. I'm not a fan of weddings, right? I don't do weddings.
Okay.
I cried at Harry and Meghan's wedding.
Oh, I love that. I was in Wilmington for this wedding.
I just lost it. It was the most beautiful wedding I've ever seen. Okay.
It was amazing.
Now that that's over, okay, I
Yes.
just had to say it. I felt like I wasn't done being really honest.
You weren't done with the confessions.
I wasn't.
Well, here we go then. You're going to love this story even more because she looks amazing in whatever she wears. And since she wore a macaroni necklace that was made by a 6-year-old, everyone's just loved it. Of course they have, because Meghan Markle put something on and everyone wants it, right?
Everybody wants anything that Meghan wears, yes.
So Gavin Hazelwood insisted on staying home from school when Harry and Meghan visited Australia. They were on their Australian tour and he insisted he had to stay home from school.
Now, how old is he?
He's 6. That's a demanding 6-year-old. Yeah. I am not going to school, Mum. It's not happening. But clearly it was worth it. As means of welcoming the royal couple to his hometown of Melbourne, he covered dinosaur-shaped macaroni, so like dinosaur-shaped pasta, in gold paint and strung it onto a ribbon. He then made a sign that said, I made you a necklace so that he could capture Meghan's attention.
Oh my gosh, and did it work? I'm assuming it did.
It worked. I love it. So Meghan Markle went over to the young boy and accepted the gift and proudly wore it round her neck for the duration of their outdoor reception.
Of course she did.
Of course she did. So after she wears anything, it's popular. And that's exactly what happened. He created then, this little 6-year-old boy created a website, obviously with the help from his parents. And he continued making these necklaces and selling them for $20 a go. Now, you might think $20 for a bit of pasta.
It's a little high for pasta.
I mean, it was gold coloured, so...
Is there a pasta shortage? What's happening?
It's because he is donating all of his earnings to stillborn research, a cause that is very close to his heart after he had a stillborn sister in 2014.
Oh my gosh.
I know, and since creating the website...
How many?
His mother said he has received 250 orders from around the world.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
So good. And this is what he said. This is what the 6-year-old boy said. He said, I want to be like the prince and princess and support charities. I made more necklaces the same as Meghan's, and if I sell them, I'll send all the profits to research for stillborn babies. He then added that he was very excited that my necklace money can help save other babies.
Oh my gosh.
I know, so adorable.
I think 30% of those proceeds need to go to his college education because this kid's already destined to do great things. We got to pay for his college.
I know, entrepreneur at 6 years of age.
I want to donate to his college
I
fund.
think we need to buy some necklaces, to be honest.
I
We
know,
need to
all
go
right,
and buy macaroni necklaces and rock them.
We can do that. We can do that. I totally think we should.
And by the way, we have posted the story and the link that you can buy the necklaces on our social media pages.
Yep, so check Facebook and Instagram and just look for The Lauren and Sheila Show.
Oh, it sounds so nice, Sam. If only we were better singers. We could make this sound so much better.
If only. All right, and that just about does it. As we ponder across the pond, stay tuned. A new episode every Monday. It's The Lauren and Sheila Show.
Bye.
Episode 2 of The Lauren and Sheila Show is brought to you by Atlantic Dermatology at 1099 Medical Center Drive. Call them for your skin appointment at 910-251-9944. Visit AtlanticDermatologyNC.com. All music is licensed by Ben Sound. Find royalty-free music at bensound.com. You can find us on social media, on Instagram and Twitter at Lauren and Sheila, and on Facebook. Just search The Lauren and Sheila Show. Leave all good comments on any of our social media platforms, and all your negative and hateful comments, well, you can send them right to hell. The Tell Me Something Good story was from McKinley Corbley at goodnewsnetwork.org. Want to become a new and improved amazing person? Sponsor our podcast. Email laurenandsheila@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey Lauren, Fraser, you put food in the freezer. What's wrong with you guys over there? Something ain't right.